Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're going to be checking out some creepy and strange TikToks that you really should see. Alright, before we hop into today's video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you can stay notified when I upload any new content. That's crazy. It's going for a very long time, too. Wow. That's crazy. Did y'all see that? It was skipping cars and everything. What?
And everything just connected.
Sure, that's not like a Tesla motorcycle.
And now I understand more of the Antichrist story.
Billy Carson and Joe Rogan.
Listen to this.
Wrote this piece about how he thought he was preserving democracy. He was really just making the place safe for bankers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an ugly business that Eisenhower tried to warn us about in his leaving from office speech.
That's right.
When he stepped down, or when he was no longer the president, he left office and gave a speech about warning about the military-industrial complex and its influence.
He sure did.
And I don't think they knew back then that people would be able to have YouTube and just watch that.
Yeah.
If that's how they did it back then, imagine how good they are at it now.
Oh man, they're masters at neuroscience. Applying neuroscience to the general population, they are masters at it. And they know how to get into the psyche of a human being, and they know how to turn us against each other, while they themselves chop it all up. Like I always say, there is no Democrat or Republican. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That exists. They capitalize and monetize us, and they put their boot on our neck. But the thing there's left wing and right wing, I think it's the same bird.
Facts.
Yeah, it's all just money.
Yeah.
It's all money. And they use social issues, whatever they are, whether it's Christianity or rights.
Message.
Whatever it is, they just use those. It's like little moves that they put in their little game.
Yeah.
And really what it's about is enriching themselves and staying in power.
Message.
Stay in power is control narratives and to control influence and make people believe a very specific thing and drill it into their head. But the problem is, like, I think human beings are more awake now than ever before, and they know this game now. At least a large.
When people start saying the things that you say as an awakened being, get the out of your echo chamber. Get out of your echo chamber and start having discernment. There's a difference between someone who's awoke spiritually and someone who's awoke through conspiracy. Now, in this podcast, remember in the beginning of the video, I spoke on now I understand how the Antichrist story makes more sense. Remember, the Vatican, capital of control. Wars, rumors of wars. We're waiting for a person to bring on peace. So what does that do? That incites fear for wars not to happen. And if for some instance peace is upon us, there is this embedded CIA Hollywood skeptical side waiting for our reign of Satan. Think about it, make it make sense. They're playing 5D chess.
I love that dude's videos, man. He be coming with the information for everybody. Like, I think I learned so much on his videos alone. Like, there's a couple of these TikTok creators that, I mean, the messages, the gems that they leave behind is amazing. But yeah, he's good.
Not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Scientists are saying
I like him
in the
too.
next 20 years, almost half of America will be underwater. Oh my days. As you know, the floods have already started in California, and it's expected to get worse and worse. Some people are saying it's weather modification, it's HARP, cloud seeding, a pole shift, and some people are saying it's natural. Whatever it is, it's not looking good, bruv. They've even got mudslides and mud floods. absolute devastation. And it's just the beginning. Apparently, it's gonna get worse.
Oh my gosh. I'm not laughing at what he's saying. I'm laughing at him, the way he's saying it. Just putting that out there. I'm not laughing at what he's saying. God, no.
People who want to know what this is and why it's happening. Can you give us an introduction?
Yeah, again, the term geoengineering, aka chemtrails, the layman's term for what we see happening in the skies, but this is weather modification on a global scale. In fact, these programs are so large, so all-encompassing that all other weather modification programs that go on a smaller regional basis are virtually, they're negated by the scope and scale of the global geoengineering programs. And these programs involve a number of aspects. You have the saturation of the atmosphere with various chemical and metal particulates. And there.
Wow, I remember when I first learned about chemtrails, and it was from a friend. Hey girl, you know who you are. But yes, this was like way before anybody, I believe, was even on the whole chemtrail thing. And if they didn't know about it, nobody talked about it. But yeah, this was like in 2000, I want to say 2009, maybe 2000, yeah, about 2008, 2009, something like that. And I remember when I started learning about them and I started actually seeing them. I was freaked out. But yeah, anywho.
Oh, so we were asked to pull over by the police because there's a wide load coming in the middle of nowhere. Sophia, come back. Get behind the car. Oh my gosh. So this is the reason why the police pulled us over. Oh my gosh, what is that?
Wow.
Okay, he said we're good. Oh my
What
God.
was that?
Apparently someone found something very creepy on Google Earth. So you guys are not going to want to miss this.
Ooh.
I'm actually very curious to see what they find.
This
so
is
it looks
my
like
jam right
an
here.
island or something. Yeah, okay, that's an island like in the middle of like Antarctica or something.
I love Google Earth.
Whoa, what is that? Oh, no way. Whoa,
Wow.
what? Whoa.
I love when you can go in
did that
them.
take us to like the back rooms or something? What is this? Oh my God, yeah, that is terrifying. Wow. Whoa, what is this room? Drop in the comments below what you guys think that is. Like government secret?
Alexa, what happens to Florida in 2025?
On September 4th, 2025 at 3:08 p.m., Florida will be hit by a Category 5 hurricane with winds as high as 205 miles per hour. Miami will be completely destroyed.
Do you guys believe that? Like, seriously, do you guys believe that? Do you believe Alexa? I don't want to say Alexa too loud because my Alexa will go off. Every time I say that, she ends up going off and it creeps me out. But do you think she's accurate? Do you think she's right? I mean, she seems to know everything else, right? But when it comes to stuff like that, do you think she's on point? I don't know. Drop it down below. Tell me what you think.
All right, let me show you something. So if you was to pull up on Google...
The real reason Rashad Jamal locked up part 2.
All right, let me show you something. So if you was to pull up on Google...
Rashad Jamal exposing the real Atlantis
if you was to pull up on Google... If you pull up any map of Atlantis, they're going to show you that shape. That would be us right there. What we all call today North America and all South America, all that in there. Then you got this ice ring with more of them.
He is so informative.
Right? So when you pull up a map of ancient Atlantis, they going to show you these shapes, right? Metropolitan Atlantis, okay? This is what they're trying to show you. But this shape represents the whole entire realm.
We have something to tell you. We had a party and didn't invite you. We watched a cool TikTok. But anyone who watches the TikTok dies after 7 days. You want? Nice try. If we knew what was in that video, maybe we could stop it. We just have to find someone who isn't afraid of death and likes to watch TV.
You know what, y'all? At this point, I think that those are not really conspiracies. I think they already know what they're gonna do when they do them. You know, when we see The Simpsons, it's like all these predictions, but really, what if they're not really predictions at all? It's just maybe this guy is in with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to English it properly. Well, what if it's not predictions at all? It's just something that they know what they're gonna do already. And yeah, let's continue.
That they're all playing multiple roles, and I'm not just talking this guy. I'm talking all of them. Why don't we take a look at two supposedly different individuals in Benicio del Toro and Brad Pitt? They look kind of similar, right? Kind of real similar, even in their younger years. But that's all it is, right? Similarity. They just have similar features. They couldn't possibly be the same person, right? Well, let's take a closer look and see what we can find. Did you ever see when Benicio won an Oscar? Kind of runs like somebody I know. I don't know. There's just some similarities to it.
No offense, but doesn't every white guy kind of run like that?
As he's being handed an Oscar. Oh, and did you see who just happened to hand him that Oscar? Brad Pitt's wife, and she just happens to be looking very adoringly at Benicio and seems pretty chummy with him for photos. But again, it's just coincidence. I'm making too much of this. Kind of like the coincidence of them sitting very identically and having the exact same mannerisms. And did you know they both just happen to be known for eating food in their movie roles?
You handle food better on screen than anybody I've seen. And I want it.
But why would they do this? You're probably asking yourself. Why would they go through the trouble? I'll tell you. It's to give you the most skewed sense of reality possible. So you don't know left from right, and up from down, and round from flat, and you have to ask them and rely on them for all the answers. Because then they have all the power. So the sooner you realize this is a reality, and this is a reality, the sooner your mind is open to what reality actually is, and you can take your power back. That's what I did, and I feel better than ever. And of course, this is all for entertainment purposes. These guys are probably just from the same genetic line, way, way back from that English king that all the presidents are related to. Entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. I mean, at this rate, anything is possible, so who knows? Could be.
Speaking of demon face syndrome, right? They told us that this is going to be a thing, right? Y'all see this? Look at the ears and the eyes. Look at that. I've never seen ears like that. But look at when he blinks. There's like no eyelids. Look, hold on. What? There's even... Yeah, man, like... When he blinks, it's so weird. It's like it doesn't even close. There's like an overlay. Look at this, y'all. Look. There's like a... What? Look at that, man. He didn't even blink. What the hell, y'all? Bro, this is ridiculous. When they said this was going to start happening, I didn't think it was going to happen this quickly, y'all. That's crazy. They didn't even give us any time to prepare at all. At all, you guys. They really are amongst us hidden. They really are amongst us hidden, y'all. But now it's coming to the light. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get this shift. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning in my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace out.
Demon face? I don't know about that. To me, it kind of looks like he got snatched up, like, you know, he looked like he might have did that a few times, but like Like I said, anything is freaking possible at this rate, and he could just be a demonic ass reptilian. So who knows?
You got under the White House that ain't never seen a day of light of day. All this shit finna hit the fan, nigga. Just like I told y'all, Donald Trump is your last president. Let me put y'all on game. I'm gonna let y'all know how they f y'all over. Listen, do you know that you cannot impeach? You can only impeach a president, right? You do know that, right? So if Joe Biden is the new president, how the f was they able to impeach Donald Trump after Biden was elected? See how y'all don't be really knowing about politics and shit. Y'all just be talking and letting these white people talk to y'all any kind of way. Go look in their motherfucking law. Go look in their motherfucking law. And again, you come back and let me know, can you impeach a former president? Nigga, if that's the case, nigga, they finna impeach George, the Bushes, the Clintons, everybody. They can't do that, nigga. You cannot, in American law, you cannot impeach a former president. When I told you,
wow,
that Donald Trump was the last president, y'all thought I was lying. Biden got elected. I even showed y'all a book. That's the book of sorcery. Nigga, he did not get elected. Why you think they impeached Donald Trump but he won the shit? Because Donald Trump is still the president. You can only impeach a current president, nigga. They lying all over your motherfucking head if y'all want to question the real. That niggas trying to question the real. You out here thinking that Joe Biden the president goofy? You don't even deserve to be in the presence of a God. Take your ass back down to that low ass frequency. When you come back up here when you got some sense and you got some humility, nigga. You step in my university, you step in with respect for this intellect, man. You not just listen to no talk on loud. I am that I am. You see that my son out there, he gonna shine bright. I don't know what they saying on the news, because see, y'all believe in them. So that's why whatever they tell y'all, you believe it, so you're creating it. I don't give a what they said, nigga. If I say the sun gonna shine, it's gonna shine where I'm at. It's gonna shine where I'm at, nigga.
It's because the poles shifted.
It's getting real in here.
So you're literally not on the same planet. You're on a different planet now. Different frequency, different vibration, making everybody act different. Now what's happening also is people got a lot of metals in their body. So this new sun is counteracting everything. This pole shift is changing everything up, boy. They've been talking about this shit for years, and now it's here. What you gonna do?
It has started, people. Just pay attention.
May be on a highway near you soon. Get ready for driverless tractor trailers, and tech companies say they're ready to hit the road. Take a look. These 18-wheelers designed to carry all sorts of cargo, but one thing they won't be carrying is a driver. By the end of the year, Aurora tractor trailers are expected to begin cruising the highways hauling
No way.
Dallas and Houston. To avoid crashes, the self-driving semis outfitted with 25 sensors, including lasers, radars, and cameras. Within the next 4 years, Aurora said its competitors expect to put thousands of these trucks on the road, but the CEO with the company touting safety demonstrated the truck's ability to
we're gonna talk about it,
and avoid pedestrians.
We're going to be out there with thousands or tens of thousands of trucks on the road. And to do that, we have to be safe.
And new federal
Oh yeah, I got
safety
something in my
regulations
eye.
require all the cars and trucks be equipped with automatic emergency braking or AEB systems, which use sensors to hit the brakes to avoid a crash when the driver fails to. Most new vehicles already have some of these automatic braking forms.
Let's go talk about this, bro. It's crazy.
Have until 2029 to adopt with these new standards.
Man, I told y'all, man, what we gonna do when this AI shit take over? Where's all these motherfuckers gonna work at? Not let alone we got immigrants coming over here and all these other people and new people being born at all time rate. You know what I'm saying? So where y'all about to work at? AI is about to take over everything. They already taking over the trash.
That's interesting. Yeah. Where is anybody going to work at this rate? Nowhere. That's crazy. This remind me of the first video. What the heck is going on? Self-driving stuff. This is crazy.
People claim to be
I remember seeing this guy.
and a lot of people claim to chase conspiracies and chase the truth. But you can't chase the truth.
Sphinx like ruin found.
You gotta actually get out there and chase it. Check this out. See that thing right there? I think that's a ruin. See the face? See the headdress? You can't see my finger. There's a face right there, dude, with the headdress, and it looks like a pair of legs. And I'm gonna come back with my shovel. I'm gonna start digging it out. That's how you chase conspiracies. Peace. Check out my ruin.
I'm trying to see it.
That's a ruin. That's a face. That's a headdress. Chase your chase your conspiracies.
Grays, their time is running out. They're not able to get the tissue samples that they need. The reason they're not able to get the tissue samples that they need is because too many people have allowed their genetics to be manipulated. So they can't get the tissue samples they need anymore. And then the ones who still have their genetics intact, they tend to be those who are, there's a certain percentage of people who have basically been earmarked by creation to be like a seed vault. And that seed vault needs to remain intact because that's what's going to be used to continue into the next part. So these are people who are extremely high frequency. These are people who are extremely neurodivergent. They will not comply. They, their credibility is intact. Right? Yeah, right now, these are people who are being portrayed as crazy conspiracy theorists and all of that, meaning you're non-compliant with a system of oppression. That's what those terms actually mean. You are non-compliant. And so those are the tissue samples that they need, but they're not able to do that because, again, these are individuals who have been earmarked by creation. Being earmarked by creation simply means that you're not to be touched. You're not to be tampered with. It doesn't mean that you belong to any group or have some type of religious beliefs or anything like that. It just means it's kind of like an identifier of a specific gene pool. Are some of the Greys humans from the future? They are their own species that corrupted their genetics.
No way. Yo, look at this.
B-Rabbit, Eminem, and Slim Shady.
Whoa.
Skin turns green, or when we wear copper or fake
We're
jewelry.
originally
Watch
green.
this.
So when you turn green from wearing that necklace or that ring or that bracelet or that watch too long,
Yes.
you're exposing your true skin color.
Stay with me. Melanin and plants go through the same photosynthesis. We absorb the sun the same as plants do. The only difference we have with plants is that they have magnesium and we have iron. Now we know that our bodies are made up of a lot of water, almost 80%, 75. A lot of oxygen. What color does iron take when it's in water? That would explain why we are copper-colored beings. Now when a leaf dies or falls in frequency, it turns the same color of our copper-colored skin. It loses its green color. They also try to say that the green veins we see in our skin is just a trick of light. Now, some babies are also born with green skin patches on them. And they didn't have no fake jewelry. And have y'all found it fascinating that babies don't have to drink water? You almost have to force them to drink it. Look, top 10 tips to get your kids to drink water, to get them more exposed to this oxygen. And some people say that could be the reason why our bodies age. Because DNA passes down and stays alive forever because it's the magnesium that holds it together and keeps it alive, protects it. Now, plants are green. They don't have iron. They have magnesium. Now, we know in Egypt that Osiris is green. Yeah, green skin, immortality, magnesium. Even when we come out the womb, it says our bodies aren't suited for water.
Now that is interesting. Let's keep it going.
What else did you say?
What the?
Okay. Well, what was the other part? About everybody dying? What were you saying? Okay. Why did you think that? Oh. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, thanks, babe.
No way. How does she even know that? Like, know to talk like that? How? How? She gotta go. She gotta go. But in all seriousness, that she's smart. Kids are smart. That's crazy. Alright guys, that was it of the video. We made it through part 1. Don't forget to come back and check out part 2, because you don't want to miss that one either. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Bye.
Ow! Ow!